the destruction, the end of Europe and the European Union. And we still have nobody talking about the destruction of Nord Stream, the gas from Russia supplying Germany and Europe. No journalists, no politicians. It's as if it never happened. The so-called European ideal was murdered in the place of the birth of the idea. The wretched pictures of criminals against humanity like Erdogan and Aliyev starring in a supposed European summit was the tombstone of Europe itself. We won't dwell on the individual sad images with Emmanuel Macron dusting Erdogan from top to bottom, Armenian Prime Minister Pashinyan crawling to talk to Erdogan and Aliyev while they are slaughtering his people. Will approach the miserable image in a completely institutional way. Turkey has launched an invasion against Greece's national sovereignty, which is identified with European sovereignty, because we know Greece is a member of the European Union. The borders of the European member states are the borders of the European Union. But we know the European Union has no army itself. It's every member for itself, I guess. So it has signed an illegal memorandum with an illegal government, that of Libya, which is directed against Greek sovereign rights, thus against the sovereign rights of the whole of Europe. Turkey is invading the national sovereignty of Greece by aerial means, thus invading European territory with military manned and unmanned aircraft. And finally, Turkey is threatening to invade Greek islands, thus European territory, with the absolute support of Azerbaijan. That's strange because Greece just signed a natural gas deal to create a pipeline from Azerbaijan supplying Greece with natural gas. So what's going on here? What should the European Union do after all this based on the binding treaties governing this operation, the operation of the European Union? They have treaties saying that if one member state of the European Union is attacked, the whole of the European Union has to protect the European Union borders. Turkey's actions has therefore already activated Article 51 of the UN Charter on imminent threat, which should have automatically led to the activation of Article 42.7 of the European Union, the article that mandates collective defense and armed assistance of all countries in case a member state is threatened. At the same time, based on the activation of Article 42, harsh sanctions should already have been imposed on Turkey, even harsher than those imposed on Russia, because Greece and Cyprus are members of the European Union and indeed of its hard core, the Eurozone. In other words, the monetary aspect of Europe. Therefore, any discussion between Europe with Turkish Erdogan and Aliyev should take place after European military forces have been deployed along the entire length of the borders which are threatened by Turkey. We are, of course, talking about the Greek-Turkish borders and the borders of Cyprus. At the same time, brutal sanctions should have been imposed, starting with the prohibition of all economic transactions with Turkey, the ban on flights of Turkish airlines over European airspace, the total embargo on all Turkish products, and also all products manufactured in Turkey, even if they come from European industries. There's no need to mention the issue of the slave trade, where Turkey not only does not keep its signature vis-à-vis the European Union, but continues to collect billions while lavishly sending refugees and immigrants into Greece and then into Europe that way. After yesterday, Turkey should be held accountable for crimes against humanity. As with its criminal action, it has put an end to thousands of people. These should have happened if Europe respected international legality and the status that defines its functioning. Instead, we saw Europe calling the criminals against humanity, Erdogan and Aliyev, as equal leaders and allowing them to carry out their threats against Greece and Cyprus. Europe is illegal. Europe is violating its own statutes. Europe is violating European law itself. and even primary law, Europe is being destroyed. Europe is being destroyed because its leaders are completely corrupted by Turkish black money and Azerbaijani black money. This is also the reason why the European leaders and the leadership of the Commission are breaking the law. Only a corrupt person behaves in such a way, as has been proven by the huge scandal with 3 billion that Azerbaijan gave to Western politicians to hide their crimes. This is by Newsbreak, a Greek, and I've translated this for you from a Greek article. What do you think about this? I think Europe is becoming a very weakling, and not only a weakling, very cowardly. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. And that shows because of the way they're not reacting at all to what happened to the Nord Stream pipeline. And let's remember, Nord Stream is just one of the many pipelines coming into Europe from Russia. Thank you for your support. Please leave your comments. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.